Welcome to Meghan and Harry Tales, your go-to destination for insightful, engaging and uplifting discussions about the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Today, we're diving deep into a royal development that has sent shockwaves through Buckingham Palace and beyond. King Charles III, after years of maintaining a frosty distance, has made an unexpected and urgent move toward his youngest son, Prince Harry. But what's truly behind this sudden change of heart? Is this a heartfelt attempt at reconciliation, or is there a deeper, more strategic motive lurking beneath the surface? Prince Harry has built a new life, independent of the constraints of royal traditions, thriving in the sunny landscapes of California with his wife Meghan and their beautiful family. The question is, will this royal olive branch be met with open arms, or is it just another palace maneuver aimed at protecting the monarchy's fragile reputation? Let's explore this unfolding drama from every angle, breaking it down into the key elements that define this high-stakes royal intrigue. For years, King Charles has remained distant from his younger son, seemingly prioritizing royal duties and public perception over personal relationships. But now, as he faces health concerns and growing scrutiny over the future of the monarchy, he appears to be reassessing his decisions. Charles reaching out to Harry is no small gesture. It signals a shift in the royal dynamics that have been tense ever since the Sussexes stepped away from their senior royal roles. While some royal commentators suggest that this is a genuine attempt by Charles to mend fences, others believe it is a carefully calculated move driven by public relations needs. With the monarchy's popularity waning and Prince William dealing with his own challenges, Charles may see Harry as an asset rather than a liability. But can a relationship that has suffered years of damage truly be repaired with a single phone call or meeting? And more importantly, is Harry even interested in revisiting the past? It's crucial to consider how Harry views this sudden outreach from his father. Since stepping back from royal duties, he has been vocal about the challenges he faced within the institution. He has built a life rooted in purpose, focusing on causes close to his heart, from mental health advocacy to veteran support. For Harry, personal growth and family well-being have taken precedence over palace politics. The way the royal institution treated Meghan, combined with the intense scrutiny and media attacks they endured, played a major role in their departure. Given this history, it's understandable why Harry would be wary of any sudden reconciliation attempts. He has learned to protect his peace, and returning to the fold without clear, genuine intentions from his father and brother may not be in his best interest. Another significant factor in this unfolding story is Prince William. Reports suggest that King Charles has enlisted William to facilitate the reconciliation process. However, this raises more questions than it answers. The relationship between the two brothers has been fraught with tension, with William often portrayed as the more traditional royal who disapproved of Harry's decision to step away. It's hard to ignore the history of conflict between them. The infamous physical altercation that Harry described in his memoir Spare paints a picture of deep-seated resentment and misunderstanding. If William is indeed acting as the middleman in this situation, can he put aside his personal grievances and act in good faith? And even if he does, will Harry be able to trust his brother's intentions? Beyond the personal dynamics, this situation must also be viewed through the lens of the monarchy's struggles. The royal family is facing one of its most challenging periods in recent history. Public support is declining, and younger generations are increasingly questioning the relevance of the institution. Scandals, controversies, and outdated traditions have only added to the growing sense of disconnect between the monarchy and the people. King Charles, as the leader of this institution, has the immense task of ensuring its survival in a modern world. Bringing Harry back into the royal fold, if only symbolically, could serve as a way to strengthen the monarchy's public image. However, it remains to be seen whether this is a genuine effort to repair familial relationships or merely a strategic play for damage control. The decision Harry makes, whether to engage in this reconciliation or to maintain his current distance, will send a strong message. If he chooses to reconnect, it will be on his terms, ensuring that the cycle of mistreatment does not repeat itself. If he decides against it, it will serve as a firm boundary, signalling that respect and accountability must come first before any relationship can be mended. One of the biggest external forces shaping this entire situation is the British media. For years, the press has played a major role in deepening the rift between Prince Harry and the royal family. The tabloid machine has painted Harry and Meghan as rebellious, disrespectful and even ungrateful, while simultaneously glorifying the monarchy's traditional image. But now that King Charles has extended an olive branch, how is the media reacting? However, the Sussexes have not forgotten the relentless attacks they endured, from Meghan's treatment during her time as a working royal to the coordinated smear campaigns that nearly broke her spirit. Harry, in particular, has spoken openly about the toxic relationship between the palace and the British press. He has exposed the ways in which royal communications teams trade stories to protect certain family members while sacrificing others. Given this history, it's unlikely that Harry would walk back into the fold without taking a careful look at how the media is framing his relationship with his father and brother. While the spotlight is on Harry and Charles, Meghan's role in all of this cannot be overlooked. From the moment she entered the royal family, she became a target. The unfair treatment she endured was one of the primary reasons the couple stepped away from their royal duties. Now that there's talk of a reunion, how does Meghan feel about this? Meghan has always stood firmly by Harry's side, supporting his journey of self-discovery and healing. She has built a life in the US that allows her to thrive, away from the constraints of the royal institution. Unlike the outdated royal tradition that often sidelines women, Meghan has shown that she is not just Harry's wife, but his equal partner in every way. If Harry were to reconnect with his father, it would likely be with Meghan's full support, but only if it aligns with the values they have fought to uphold. The idea of returning to a family dynamic where she was made to feel unwelcome is not something she would take lightly. After all, Meghan has worked hard to reclaim her voice, and she won't allow history to repeat itself. So will this reconciliation acknowledge the damage that was done to Meghan, or will it conveniently ignore her struggles? And will Harry even consider a reunion if it doesn't include the respect and dignity Meghan rightfully deserves? Another aspect to consider is what this means for Archie and Lilibet, the Sussexes' young children. These two royal-born children have been raised far from the spotlight, shielded from the pressures of royal life. If Charles is truly interested in reconciliation, does that extend to his grandchildren? The monarchy's future is often discussed in terms of Prince William's children, but what about Harry's? Archie and Lilibet carry royal blood, yet they have been given the rare privilege of growing up free from royal constraints. If the king truly wants to mend fences, he must acknowledge that his actions, or inactions, have not only affected Harry and Meghan, but also the next generation. Would Charles extend a warm welcome to his grandchildren, or is this reconciliation only about public perception? If the king truly wants to make amends, he would have to embrace Harry's entire family, not just the parts that fit neatly into the palace's image. This story is far from over. What happens next will depend on whether the royal family is truly ready to embrace change or whether old habits will continue to overshadow any attempt at progress. Harry's independence and strength have set a new precedent, showing that true power does not come from titles or institutions, but from authenticity, self-respect, and the courage to stand firm in one's beliefs. As always, we'll be following this story closely, bringing you the latest updates and in-depth analysis right here on Meghan and Harry Tales. Thank you for tuning in, and remember, no matter what unfolds, the Sussexes have already proven that true royalty is defined not by crowns, but by character. See you next time for more engaging discussions on all things Harry and Meghan.